Hey guys, it's John here. I'm here to show you how to set up the new shippers. We got a nice new box that you can probably find in the warehouse in the back. Sometimes they bring it out for you if you ask them, but you know, make sure to call Redline. So let's take a look what we got inside here. Alright, now that we have the box totally unpacked here, we're going to go over what's inside. First of all, you're going to want to have a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead so you can pry the kicker off. Also, cleaning supplies to clean up any extra dust and dirt. What's inside the box, besides the actual instructions, we're going to have the product panel that goes up in front. We have the clings that are going to go below it, the kicker and the header, and then the side panels. Don't forget to have the Velcro strips that you're going to be putting at the bottom. We have the old shipper right here. What we're going to do is disassemble it. First thing you want to do is make sure it's in a safe spot away from customers and kind of on the safe side of the floor. We also want to remove any of the product that's on here to be replaced so you're not going to damage any of the previous product. First things first, we're going to get rid of the header. You got to make sure that you separate the screws and for reuse because you're going to be needing these. They're actually separate from the ones on the side panel. So put them on the sides. You're going to want to get your Phillips head screwdriver and start unscrewing. Next up, you want to make sure that you gently remove the price holder. And you can actually throw away these old price tags since you're going to be getting new product tags and fat tags. So what you want to do is kind of pry underneath very slowly. Make sure not to break it because they are very delicate and you're going to have to reuse it. Alright, now that the other side is done, we're going to be switching to this side and removing the actual product panel. What you want to do is gently pull the Velcro from the bottom up and lift. Sometimes it's a little tough, so you want to make sure you give it a little bit of force without breaking it. Alright, next we want to make sure that we replace any of the old clings. You're going to pull them off. There might be multiple layers from all the different product launches, but this one's fairly simple. Get it from the raw bottom. You're also going to want to remove any of the old price tags as well. Next, we're going to want to remove the kicker. You want to be careful not to damage the black strip because it's going to be a part of the permanent display. What you want to do is get your flathead screwdriver, pry it into the side until you can get a grip, and then pull out, and then down. Just like that. Now we're going to remove the side panels. You're going to want to get your Phillips head screwdriver and unscrew from the bottom to the top. Now that all the screws are removed, you're going to want to put them onto the side because you're going to be using them for when you put the other side panel on. It's very sticky, so you want to try to remove the side panel from the top to bottom. It could give a little torque, but you can right off. Now that we have all the old displays removed, we want to take some time to clean the bare display. Next, we're going to build it back up. We're going to be putting on the product display. You want to get 3 Velcro strips and place them across the old Velcro if it's still on. And then remove the sticker. Now that the Velcro strips are placed, we're going to want to place the product display. Make sure you remove the 2 strips for the stickers. And you're going to want to place it top to bottom. Line it up so it's flush. Push. Now that we have the product display placed, we're going to want to put the price tag holders on here. And also make sure you remove any of these plastic pieces on here above the remotes. We're going to make sure we remove the strip and put that on flush from the top. Now we're going to place our header again. What you want to do is make sure you have your wood screws, so the pointy ones. You're going to make sure all that the holes in the 4 corners are clear as well, and you're going to put it up here. You can use the top ones as a guide, and then place the other ones when you're done. Next up, we have our cling. What we're going to do is use the lip at the bottom to line it up, and kind of push it underneath and lift from the bottom to the top. Sometimes you're going to get a little slack on the top part, so you can kind of push it under. And then make sure you push it around the sides as well, so it makes it nice and flat. Alright, now that we have the Velcro strips placed, you want to make sure you have 6 of them. 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top. We're going to put the kicker on here. You want to make sure not to damage or remove the black strip on here. You're going to want to go from underneath, kind of push it up, and then in. There you go. Make sure that the VPP number is also in the bottom right corner. Alright, now we're ready to put on the side panels. What you're going to want to do is make sure when you put the screws, you're going to keep them loose because you're going to need to flatten it out in the future. Now that the screws are placed on the side panel, you're going to want to tighten the middle ones and work your way up. You're going to want to push the bubbles out. So you're going to make sure that they're nice and flat, and then you can tighten all the other screws. Now that your Roku semi-permanent display is all set up and you have your tags and your peg labels put on here, you're going to want to put on your product. You want to do 2 of the sticks, 2 of the stick pluses, 2 of the ultras, and 4 of the expresses at the bottom. It's always a good practice to line up the product first and then place the peg labels underneath so you can line them up optimally.